I was always that type of guy, just the mentality that I can go out there and get it again. So all the money was coming from Dave. Whatever I needed, it came from him. It came. You know what I'm saying? We would go to the showroom in Manhattan, just jump in the car, and I'll never forget. We went. We was just bored, man. We left his office. It was me and him. Usually we'd be deep as fuck. Me and him. We took a cab to the Bentley place. To the Bentley in Manhattan. In Manhattan, it's actually in the window. The fucking Arnages, the Bentleys are actually like in the window. You know what I'm saying? Because they're small. They're not like big ass car dealerships. So they're very small little fucking spots. We drove both our shit out on the street. We picked up Marvette Brito and God rest the dead, Kim Porter. And I had Marvette. I think Dave had Kim. And we was just driving around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what you doing riding around with Kim?
It was,
man.
Bro, listen,
Bruh,
you ain't seen, you ain't heard nothing. When I get my podcast going, bro, you don't even understand. You ain't heard shit. And I hope when I get my podcast and I mention everything, man, you know what I'm saying? Because
man.
You know, I look at me, people couldn't wait. People see me, want to see me suffer and see me fall. Now, you know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm just gonna tell my story. And I'm not gonna disrespect nobody, but I'm just gonna tell my truth. And I got thousands of stories to tell. And it's not all about sexual shit and everything, because I give some good relationship advice and I got some good steamy, spicy stories, but I also could tell you about business. And I also could tell you about the streets. And I also could tell you about what happened with this artist and that. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much. You just don't even understand. What I gave you today was some jewels, though, because I never spoke on any of my stuff before Love and Hip Hop. Nobody even knew. I dated mad celebrities and mad things, mad actresses and everything. Nobody knew because I was
like Diamond.
I'm not saying nothing, man. We ain't saying nothing.
Players Club.
Man.
I'm
Tony crazy. Everybody was my friend out here, man. I had friends. We was all friends, and there's nothing wrong with being friends. And I'm sure once I do indulge in my situation more, you know, coming soon, and tell my story, my book, my series, everything, my life, I'm sure people understand it. Friends, we're all friends, and people date, people have good times, and that's just what it was. Like I said, I was on the top of the food chain back then in the source. Like I had millions in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? The late 90s, you know what I'm saying? That towards the late 90s, millions. So, you know, it wasn't too many people getting it like that. And I made some bad investments, I made some wrong moves, things happened, I got indicted, and we lost everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of bouncing back. You know, God sat me down for a minute. He had to humble me, and I respected it, and I understood it. And I took my punishment, and, you know, I'm on the way back up, and I don't take nothing for granted. I made some mistakes, I made some amazing accomplishments, and I made some bad moves. But that's what living and learning is about, and I'm just blessed to still be here to talk about it.
That's real, man. Hey, that's a good ass interview.
You a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie.
You a bad boy. Interview.
You're a bad boy.
You tried to hold on, you didn't dropped out that you had.
Nobody got what you got about me. I've never done that. I've been on Mike Tyson. Shout out to Mike. I've done Vlad. I've done everybody. I've done lately. I've been doing a lot of podcasts, and you know, but I just felt like I could do that because again, I'm giving flowers also to her, so it's not like that. But you know, like I said, I have a new new person in my life. We plan on coming back to Miami. She's an amazing woman, very smart, intelligent. She's beautiful, and this is gonna be it for me. And you know what I'm saying? I want to get married before. I've never been married, bro.
Oh, wow.
I want to do it, yeah, man. Hell yeah, yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in Miami if I live down here. So you coming? And man, I envy anybody who's married. I envy those things. You know, I was on Love and Hip Hop, and they see me wilding. You know, they see me like put a ring to somebody, take it back. They see me get on a Ferris wheel, get on my knees, and put a big ring on a finger. You know what I'm saying? And then it never happened, and I kind of regret it. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanna.
Did you enjoy your time on Love and Hip Hop?
I did. You know what I'm saying? I got shot the time I was on Love. I didn't enjoy that part, but I did, man. It was an experience I look back on now. It's hard. It was hard doing it because when them cameras stop, them problems come because of the shit that's on there. But you know, you got to, you know, people ask me all the time. Two things they ask me: are you and Stevie still cool? And is everything real? And I say this. You know, me and Sleaze, after that shit happened, we didn't speak for almost a year. And me and Sleaze were brothers before it. And, you know, it put a strain on our relationship for a year, but then